Hi everyone, here is a short video about trills. This very exciting, very trilling, such a bad joke, sorry, ornament that is, possible to do on many instruments, most instruments actually, but the techniques are of course different. Usually what it is, it's just a succession of two notes, very fast succession of two notes, most often neighboring notes, although if you're Paganini you can write. And that's how much I want to play of that caprice. It's caprice number 6 because I haven't played it and because this is not a video about Paganini. So where was I? Yeah, trills and how to practice that. One of the exercises that I was taught to, and it's definitely valid, a good exercise, is simply to just play successive notes, like 1 2 1 2, keeping the 1 on, and just simply hitting the string with a 2, trying to keep it even actually. And I would suggest kind of lifting the finger, whatever finger is trilling, in this case it's 2, kind of lifting it off the string with a bit of an impulse. Yeah, it helps just to relax the finger. That's one. Although I have another exercise that I suggest to my students, which is actually doing an exercise more like this. So just holding one note and then really quickly hitting the string with the other finger, because I look at the trill more, again, the top note is more like an interruption of the main note rather than two notes in succession. At least, technically when I'm doing that, it helps me to play it. And I'm also left-handed, so I have a bit of an advantage over all the normal people, all the right-handed people. That's the technique of how to play it. If you want to really improve it, what I find very helpful is practicing double steps, something like this. So what's happening is, because you are now applying, you have two fingers down on the string and you are actually trilling with two other fingers, that makes everything twice as difficult. And then when you let go of one of the fingers, when you don't play double step anymore, suddenly it's a little bit easier. It's like, when you carry something very heavy and you're working for a long time, when you drop it, you almost want to run because it's just so much easier. That's about the technique. A few fun varieties of trills, and our most common trill is the one I did in the beginning, and I've been showing off so far. Then there is the Baroque trill, which often starts on a top note. So if you have 1 and 2 fingers, first finger and second finger, it might start on the top note. That has to do with a number of factors, and it's actually whereas in classic, I guess classical and romantic tradition, trill is more like an ornament. It's more like a melodic ornament. In Baroque music, it has more of a harmonic function. So there is a thing called a appoggiatura, but this is also not for this video. I'll explain appoggiatura in another video in my channel. So yes, so that when you're starting from the top note, it'll sound like, instead of you go, sometimes that top note will be actually creating some sort of a dissonance with a harmony. And sometimes also in Baroque music, trills help to bridge the gap between the notes. So if you have this note and then you have to trill this one, you would often do. And notice how I'm stretching the very beginning of the trill. It's very common for the Baroque trill to start slow and then speed up, and then actually stop before the note ends. So something like, yeah, an example, Bach. So, going on, I'm going to look what I wrote here. Oh yeah, in Baroque music there's also the trill. I feel like I've seen a lot of French composers use it. It's a trill, but you can, instead of holding the slur, you can actually kind of split it, like something like this. That's from a Leclerc sonata, French violinist. Sorry. What else? I can't read my own handwriting. Yes. Yeah, one more way that you can play the trill if it's really, really high up, yeah, where this won't work. Like if you try to trill two fingers next to each other, the distance will be too big. It will sound out of tune. Then, sometimes I try to do vibrato and use that as a trill. I know a lot of violinists do that too. And the last thing, which is fun actually, I play a lot of folk music, and I noticed that in Balkan music, Bulgarian, Macedonian, I don't know, Romanian, Hungarian, the trills actually end on the top note. We talked about the trill starting on top note, but not ending on top note. So if you have something like, just make it up. You know? Kind of ends on a top note. It's very interesting. I only noticed when I was studying it. Just a little side note. So that's all I want to talk about trill, I think about. Yeah. I'll see you again sometime soon, and I'll probably have another video soon about the thing called appoggiatura. Stay in touch. See you soon. Wait, I forgot, or I didn't forget, but I finished the video and realized there was one more cool thing I could have actually mentioned, and it's that in some Eastern European cultures, and musical cultures, they actually, in the songs and the melodies that they play, they will be trilling the note that's not even part of that key signature. I'll try to explain. So let's say you are in D, and it won't be D minor or major. It's in this particular case, it's called a havaraba, or also called a Fraigish scale, used a lot in Eastern European music. So I'm in D anyway. I'll talk one day about this scale in a separate video. I'm going to play a segment from a piece called Heiser Bulgar. You hear that? A D flat? Like D flat, a C and a D flat. D flat in D major or D minor, right? Sounds strange, but it does bring a really brings a really interesting color to it, so I thought I would mention that. You can technically trill it as a D as well. Sounds fine, but it doesn't have that little that kind of urgency and an interesting, again, I think it just brings an interesting color and emotion to the piece. So, with that, I'm going to end this video. And if you like the video, please subscribe, please put a like if you enjoyed watching it. And I'll see you very soon with another video about something.